India's southern state of Kerala is on high alert. The reason is a deadly brain infection known as primary amoebic meningoencephalitis, or PAM for short. And this deadly infection is caused by an organism called Naegleria fowleri, which is better known as the brain-eating amoeba. Kerala is witnessing a huge surge in brain-eating amoeba cases. This year alone, Kerala has reported more than 70 cases. And 19 people, including children, have died from the disease this year itself. The death toll is already double that of last year. And the most concerning part is there is no single effective treatment available for the disease. Doctors point out that PAM has an extremely high death rate, more than 97%. The only plus side is that the disease is non-communicable. It means the disease does not spread from one person to another. Another good thing is brain-eating amoeba cannot survive in salt water, making the sea a risk-free zone. So what exactly is PAM? PAM is caused by Naegleria fowleri, a free-living amoeba. It is a tiny single-celled organism that lives in warm fresh water like lakes, rivers, ponds and poorly maintained swimming pools. It grows best in water between 25 and 40 degrees Celsius. This makes tropical places like Kerala more vulnerable. How does it infect people? The amoeba enters the body through the nose, usually while swimming, diving or bathing. From the nose it travels to the brain. There, it destroys brain tissue and causes swelling. You cannot get infected by drinking contaminated water. The risk comes only when contaminated water enters the nose. In rare cases, people get infected while doing nasal rinsing with tap water. So what are the symptoms of primary amoebic meningoencephalitis? The symptoms of PAM usually appear within a few days of infection. In the early stage, the patient may experience headache, fever, nausea and vomiting. As the infection worsens, they may develop a stiff neck, confusion, seizures, hallucinations and eventually go into a coma. According to the US Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, most patients die within 5 to 18 days after symptoms begin. In many cases, death happens in less than a week. So why is it so deadly? Doctors say there are two main reasons. First, the amoeba causes severe damage to brain tissue. Second, most medicines cannot reach the brain effectively. The main drug used is amphotericin B. Sometimes doctors add other medicines like rifampicin, meltofosine, erythromycin or fluconazole. But none of these are guaranteed cures. In Kerala, doctors now use meltofosine with amphotericin B as soon as they suspect PAM. In India, meltofosine is mainly approved for visceral leishmaniasis or Kala Azar, which is also a fatal parasitic disease. Meltofosine works best if treatment starts within 24 to 48 hours. If the brain is already badly damaged, survival becomes very difficult. Another issue is late diagnosis. Since the disease is so rare and not widely known, doctors may mistake it for other brain infections, losing crucial time for treatment. Now let's check the case history of PAM. Naegleria fowleri has been found on every continent except Antarctica. The highest number of cases have been reported in the United States, Pakistan and Mexico. Other countries where PAM cases have been recorded include India, Australia, Japan, Thailand, Nigeria, Brazil and Cuba, among others. India's first case of PAM was reported in 1971. Kerala reported its first case in 2016. From 2016 to 2023, the state saw just 8 cases. But in 2024 alone, there were 36 cases and 9 deaths. The spike is linked to Kerala's many ponds and freshwater bodies, especially in districts like Malappuram, Kozhikode and Thrissur. Globally, PAM has a fatality rate of about 97%. Until July 2024, all cases reported in India had been fatal. But then, a 14-year-old boy in Kozhikode became the first Indian to survive the disease. He is also only the 11th known survivor in the world. So why is there a rise in cases in Kerala? Kerala has nearly 5.5 million wells and 55,000 ponds. People depend on them for daily water needs. They are like lifelines. But these freshwater sources also allow the amoeba to grow. Some infections happened while bathing in ponds, swimming pools, and even nasal rinsing during rituals. Authorities are trying to control the spread. Millions of wells have been chlorinated. Warning boards have been put up near ponds. Pools and water tanks are being regularly treated. But the challenge is chlorinating every pond is not possible. This is because fish would die. It's also impractical monitoring every village water source in a state of more than 35 million people. Experts say there are two main reasons for the rise in cases. First, more testing, which is helping detect cases earlier, and second, climate change. Higher temperatures and irregular rainfall create more stagnant, warm water where the amoeba thrives. So how can you stay safe from brain-eating amoeba? Doctors stress that prevention is far important than cure in the case of PAM. Here's how to reduce the risk of infection. Avoid swimming or bathing in warm, stagnant fresh water such as ponds or unchlorinated pools. Always use well-maintained, properly chlorinated pools. If you swim in natural water, consider using nose clips. For nasal rinsing, use only boiled and cooled distilled or sterile water. And if symptoms like fever, headache or confusion appear after freshwater exposure, seek immediate medical help. PAM may be rare, but when it happens, it is almost always fatal. The rise in Kerala is a warning that climate change and poor water management can create new health risks. Until science finds a cure, awareness and prevention are the best defense against the brain-eating amoeba. That's all in this edition of Connecting the Dots. We'll see you in the next episode with more raging issues. Until then, it's a goodbye from all of us in the Delhi newsroom. This is Munmun Bhattacharya signing off. Take care and stay safe.